The next step is to remove the turbine shaft bearings from the housing. First thing is to remove the snap ring which holds it in place in order to facilitate removal of the shaft bearing. Now it is time to remove the turbine shaft bearing from the intake compressor side of the turbo housing, which is essentially the same thing as we just did on the exhaust portion. Just so you can see here, these are a few different intake compressor turbine wheels. Naturally, these two have been cleaned right before the next stage, which is proper balancing and then reassembly. Right here is a compressor wheel that has just come out of a turbo. It has not been cleaned. These are the matching halves, which are the exhaust turbine sides of the turbo. These two have been cleaned naturally, and this one has not. After you have everything cleaned up, the next part to the puzzle is to reassemble everything with all the necessary new parts and then take it to the balance machine to properly balance the turbo. So now we're going to put on the thrust washer and then the thrust bearing, and then after that we're going to put on the intake compressor wheel and tighten down the turbine nut. And yes, this looks a whole lot easier said than done. And as should be done with anything that you're reassembling, you should find the proper torque spec and torque the nut down appropriately. In this particular case, the torque spec is 120 inch-pounds, and we are going to use an electronic torque wrench to achieve that.